her journey, and to do it with the Lynx has been special for her.
We are off here at Barclays Center. A scamper for the ball. McBride and Ionescu won by McBride, and the Lynx are set up with the first offensive possession of the game. Olivia Miles goes right at Jonquel Jones, and JJ gets the rebound. So Miles, who's having a tremendous rookie season, drafted second overall by the Lynx, and is far and away, miles away from all the other rookies when it comes to the Rookie of the Year. Ionescu, corner pot, no good. Jones tried to keep it alive, but Coffey is away with it. Courtney Williams thought about the three, now gets it inside to Natasha Howard. Post move, blocked by Brianna Stewart. Early denial block party by Stewie. Here's Astier, turns the Jets on, can't get it to go. Jones denied once by Natasha Howard and twice.
It's physical already in this one, Chris. Letting the play on, no whistles, and a lot of contact.
Olivia Miles turns on the afterburners and gets that to go. But to your point, Dom, yes, the officials so far letting them play. And as I say that, there's a whistle.
You spoke him up.
As we take a look at first-year head coach Chris DeMarco, you have the alpha and the omega here. You know, you have the first-year head coach, and you have one of the best in the business on the other end in Cheryl Reeves. 17th season with the Minnesota Lynx. Here's Ionescu, gets around McBride and puts it off the window and in.
And that was a really nice move, the fake, and you can see them trying to get Sab involved early. They had the flare screen for her the previous possession, and then this time another screen set for her. She read it, did not settle, and went to the rack.
Saw a lot of that in the Commissioner's Cup Championship against the Aces. Sabrina was very aggressive, not just settling for jumpers, was getting to the hoop. Nice look from Williams into Howard, easy deuce.
And the Lynx also a team that's not gonna settle for the outside shot. Williams, beautiful pass. Doesn't leave her feet, just shows the basketball and hits Howard in the paint.
Both of these teams atop the WNBA in assists. To your point, partner. Here's JJ, little spin move around McBride. Now Astier with 5 to shoot. Skip pass, Stewie, corner three is good.
That's great ball movement. Overloaded the ball side, and Stewart was just kind of hanging out in the corners. Skip pass to find her three-point shot.
Liberty, an early 5-4 lead, 5 to shoot here. Miles triggers out to Coffey. Her three, no good, front iron, and here comes Sabrina Ionescu. Stewie, right down the middle and lays it in.
Great recognition. Even though there was 2 players clogging up the paint for Stewart, she just kept the ball high. Had the momentum on her side, defense backtracking, and she takes advantage.
Liberty started 0 for 4. They are now 3 for their last 3. Defensive intensity on both sides. We expected that from both of these teams. Kick ball, it'll stay here. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, Liberty offense clicking already. Balance, points in the paint. Beautiful move from Sab with the fake, and then Astier just stays locked in. The overhead skip pass to the corner, and Stewart, it's nice to see a 3 go down.
Coffey dials it up, knocks it down.
Well, Coffey has been a great shooter for them, shooting at 43% this season. He's really stepped into a fine-tuning role for the Lynx.
That time McBride playing defensive back. She's like a cornerback, came out of nowhere and intercepted that Jonquel Jones pass. Now here's Miles working on Ionescu, gets into the paint, and Sab with a great defense, springing out Stewie. Stop, pop, off the glass and in.
Brianna Stewart being aggressive, and we talked about this team, how much they've slowed their pace this season, but playing defense has them to push, has them numbers, and their length being able to convert.
No good on that midi for Courtney Williams, but that was great defense by Sabrina Ionescu. Beat Olivia Miles to the spot and was able to spring Brianna Stewart on that fast break. Phoebish, tap pass, JJ, Ionescu is good from the corner.
How about that low volleyball tap?
That was Karch Karai-esque. You have to get on the Google machine, kids. That's a while ago, U.S. Olympic volleyball.
Well, it is interesting. It seems like both teams are trying to figure out which angles to find offensively, but Williams can score at any angle, especially when she's in the kill shot, shooting the mid-range.
See, I was going to say, you teed her up and she made it. You were talking about angles, and there you go. Speaking of angles, Stewie to the rack, lays it in. She's fouled. Dom, the Liberty 6 for their last 6 from the field.
They're being so aggressive of getting into the paint because right now, Stewie's just running. She's a high motor. She's been running rim to rim on both ends of the floor, and Astier caught her eye, saw the connection, and how fantastic has Astier been running this offense this season. The rookie has not shot away from the limelight and just been getting every player involved out there on the floor, and she gets a much deserved break.
Liberty have 14 points before this free throw. Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu have accounted for all 15 now. And we saw a lot of that as they combined for 51 in that Commissioner's Cup championship. That was Sabrina Ionescu's best game this season, hands down. JJ comes up with that loose ball as Maya Caldwell tried to find Natasha Howard. Liberty back in business on offense. Stewie underneath with the good positioning and the mismatch and puts it in.
They're moving with a sense of urgency. They're not second-guessing the pass. They're working it around the perimeter, and that's how they've been able to find Stewart so easily.
Gonna step aside here, but how about Brianna?
Actually, the way she can balance accountability and support, that's something not every coach can get right. She said, I keep telling people, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when she retires, which is a lot coming from someone who's played 20 games in her professional career.
Steph, thank you so much. Great stuff. And you can't say enough about Cheryl Reeve, Dom. 17 years with the same team.
Yeah.
She's a local kid. Grew up in southern New Jersey. Nice pass from Courtney Williams to Natasha Howard, but she can't get that bunny to go. And coming from Olivia Miles, what she said about she doesn't want her to retire, that speaks volumes to me.
Absolutely. I mean, playing only 20 games under a coach in your rookie season, you're winning, and she has felt so supported. And she said that there's nothing like feeling that support when you're out there on the floor. So, I mean, we've seen that countless times, all the players that have played under Coach Reeve. And
you saw it at shoot-around. She's going to get up in you. But
yeah,
if you're going to react the way that this team has reacted all season, as we have a whistle here. Leonie Fibich picks up her first. But you've seen time and time again this Minnesota Lynx team, evidenced by their 15-4 record, how they respond to her style of coaching.
She talks so much about how, you know, they know when they're doing wrong. There's even times where, you know, Williams is leading the huddle. The veterans are leading the huddle. They're talking because they know what they did wrong. They know how to correct. They know how to fix it. And that's what she instills in players. And those are the type of players she loves to coach, who can adjust, who can grow, who can understand where they need to be better out there on the floor.
And without Nafisa Collier, you know, she's leaned heavily on Courtney Williams and also McBride as well.
Yeah.
And in her pregame press conference, she gave both of those players a ton of credit as we take a look at Collier on the bench, and she is close to coming back, and that could be scary. Not could be, will be scary for this Minnesota Lynx team. Considering how great they've been without her. As Stewie works around that tenacious D by Coffey and then puts it up and puts it in. What an acrobatic shot by Stewie. 9 for 9 after 0 for 4 to start the game.
Does it feel like that type of night for Brianna Stewart? She has not missed. I mean, behind the back, unbelievable concentration. 6 for 6, perfect from the floor. I mean, recognizing the mismatch with Williams on her each time, Howard over to help, and she still gets the bucket. These are earned buckets from Stewie.
Commissioner's Cup MVP, and now 14 points in the first quarter for the first time this season. Here's Johannes working with the Stewie pick. Oh, what a look! JoJo inside to Stewie, and another 2.
That's the 8th assist of the game already. The wraparound pass. And again, they are just feeding Stewart every time.
Kayla McBride has the answer from the corner, but the Liberty still up by 9. As you see, started 0 for 4. They are 10 for 10 since. Shooting the lights out there at 71.4%.
Goodness.
Hahn on the low block, mismatch with Maya Caldwell, puts it up and puts it in! Han Shu will head to the line for 3 the old-fashioned way.
This is an unreal start for the New York Liberty. Johannes probing off of the screen, the wraparound pass to find Stewart in rhythm is where they've been finding her to score these buckets. And then Han Shu comes into the game. We talked about the depth of this team and how many players can be threats on the offensive end. Han Shu, beautiful shot over the double team.
The Liberty call Maureen Johannes the wizard for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Dom, you saw her. She saw that double coming. She knew Stewie was streaking down the lane without even looking.
And that just speaks to the chemistry building of this team. Playing more minutes together as the season goes on, getting healthier. That chemistry is showing here tonight.
Liberty are playing stifling defense so far against the Lynx. And a foul called on Astier for the push away, as Kayla McBride checking her mouth there. And she had some words with Chris DeMarco because DeMarco didn't think that was a foul, but Kayla McBride let him know that it was. Nia Coffey, acrobatic move, can't get it to go. Natasha Howard does get the follow, and she'll head to the free throw line. Yes, the Liberty playing that stifling D, and they are clicking, Dom, on all cylinders on offense.
All cylinders. I mean, you're talking about 73% from the floor, holding the Lynx to 37%. This is the offense they have right now, the second chance points. Natasha Howard is third in the league in second chance points. Thrives in the points of the paint here. They are missing shots because everything has been contested. So now they have to get to the free throw line, trying to stop the bleeding because the Liberty has been able to get whatever they want on offense.
You could see that defensive intensity picked up on that as Caldwell picked up Astier 94 feet. And that one goes off the Liberty. Shot clock remains at 19. That was a kick ball. Rebecca Gardner into the game.
Well, that's going to be a point of emphasis for Minnesota. Coach Reeves said the ball pressure has got to be good. You got to take those angles away from a much lengthier team in the Liberty. And Caldwell did a really nice job of pressuring the ball.
Catch and shoot in the corner for McBride. They're going to review that, counting it as a 2 right now, but they're going to take a look to see if that was a 3.
Well, that's what she does. Catch and shoot in rhythm. She's got a quick release beyond the arc as well.
Johannes, no good. A little overcooked on that wing 3. Here's Miles going in amongst the trees and can't get that to go. Hahn had a little bit something to do with that. Here comes Johannes into the corner. Gardner, corner pop, no good. Ball is volleyballed and then corralled by Coffey. Stewie with a great defense there. Gets Miles away. Now McBride, wide open look at a 3, no good. Another opportunity. This time inside the three-point line, and McBride is true again.
Now 7 second chance points for the Lynx. It's how they've been hanging around here. The buckets have been hard to come by. Everything contested amongst the trees of the Liberty, and the Lynx still trying to settle in here in this game.
Lynx on a 7-0 run. They lead the league just over 14 points per game, second chance points. Here's Gardner, gets to the elbow, puts it up, no good. And Miles is going to have to hurry, puts it up. They waved it off. New York finished the quarter missing their final 3 shots. And they will get back to work here as Caldwell continues that stifling defense on Astier. She gets around it. Those afterburners are something else on Pauline Astier.
Definitely is, and you could tell that she was still looking to pass. She was looking around, and the defense was trying to bait her into that. She just kept her dribble alive, and we talk so much about how terrific of a finisher she is around the rim.
Second foul on Pauline Astier there. It's more of that freedom of movement, Dom, especially in the perimeter area. As McBride will trigger in 2 Miles here with Gardner now drawing the assignment on the rookie. McBride gathers that back, gets into the lane, kicks out. That shot blocked by Jonquel Jones. That's Anastasia Olari-Kosu. And JJ's gonna pick up, or excuse me, Rebecca Gardner is gonna pick up her first foul.
Well, it's been so interesting. Every time Minnesota has gotten in the paint, there has been multiple jerseys surrounding them every time. You know, if they can get to the free throw line, cash in on a few of those, I think they can really get into an offensive rhythm. They settled in the second half of that first quarter here, so they're going to try to use the whistle to their advantage, get some offense going, but man, the defense has been stifling for the Liberty, making everything contested, everything difficult, making them earn their buckets.
Olari-Kosu is a 21-year-old in her second season out of Russia. Good on 1 of 2 there. Look inside to JJ, working on Natasha Howard, bully ball, and puts it in.
Right now, the Liberty are exploiting their height advantage. This is a long team up and down the lineup. And JJ over Howard, that was a tough bucket.
Another bunny miss by Natasha Howard. It stays here with the Lynx, 14 to shoot.
I love the consistency that Jonquel Jones has played with this season, and head coach Chris DeMarco has talked about it, right? She takes blows on rebounding.
Quick break from the action, guys. And to those of you who've already subscribed or clicked to like and follow us, we certainly thank you. And you probably already received your free gift, and you can skip ahead. But for those of you who have not yet clicked that subscribe or follow button, we would like to ask you to do that for us because it really helps the channel. And we really appreciate those who support us so that we can keep making great content and growing this channel. So stay until the end of this video where we'll say thank you for watching and supporting us, but we'll do it in a tangible way you can personally enjoy and one that really brings actual value to you by giving you your choice of one of these 21 great digital guides or manuals you see on the screen right now covering a wide array of useful subjects, and you'll even be able to read their table of contents before you decide. And that's how we know that each one of you will find something helpful and beneficial to your life's current journey or your future goals. They're valued between $19 and $27, but completely free. We'll see you at the end of the video and then provide you the simple steps to go get it and select yours. Now back to the action, folks.
In the paint, she might not get the whistle all the time, but she keeps playing. She stays steady, and that was a perfect example of it. Physical game, but doesn't shy away from it. Just plays a little bully ball in the post.
Taking blows and throwing those bows, Dom. Interception by Astier. And then she gets that intercepted by Caldwell. Back and forth they go. Miles, wing 3, no good, but she gets her own miss. Nice look over to Kosu, and she lays it in.
Really nice no-look pass, and I give a lot of credit to Miles for just staying with it. Crashing the offensive glass, following her own shot after the miss. And she just stays connected with her teammates. Even though that looked like a play that would be breakdown, they would have to come back and reset. This is what Miles does to you. She puts pressure on you at all times to make a play defensively, drawing 4 jerseys around her and a diving Olari-Kosu.
Dom, and you talked about that with Cheryl Reeve at shoot-around this morning, how she kind of learns as the game progresses.
Yeah, she gets settled in.
Bebish, corner 3 is good. She has been red hot from downtown over her last 8 games. Miles goes around Phoebus, puts it up and puts it in.
And you talked about Miles settling in. She's recognizing the angles where to attack. I know that she's a dynamic player, she's flashy, but she's still a rookie. And she learns as the game goes on. And she recognized that she had Phoebus on her hip. And she could take advantage going to the rack. She's starting to heat up. You could see her finding different angles against the defense.
Miles ahead of the rest indeed. There are some other great rookies in the WNBA this season, but Olivia Miles, when it comes to Rookie of the Year, is head and shoulders above the pack. Pauline Astier has had a great season for the New York Liberty so far. Here's Ionescu from the wing, and she connects.
The Liberty keeping it simple. Just quick passes around the perimeter, and I know Coach Reeve is not happy about the defensive output right now for the Lynx because these shots have been uncontested. But Williams comes right back at you.
Courtney Williams has the answer. The Liberty shooting 68% from the field, 15 of 22. Foul on Courtney Williams. It'll be a side out for New York. Mentioned Phoebus is red hot in her last 8 games. That first make from 3 tonight. Dom, she is 19 of her last 40, nearly 50% from downtown. Jonquel Jones tried the bank. It's not open. Miles pushes pace. Now backs it out. Herrera with the hand in her face. Miles goes around, and there's Kosu to clean it up. And a timeout by Chris DeMarco as Brianna Stewart was about to check back in. The Lynx stepped foot on the court yet.
It's incredible.
It's a testament to all the players and their head coach. Johannes tried a bullet pass, but Kosu was there to deflect it. Liberty had a lead of 12. It's all the way down to 3. Lynx have not led yet in this game. Miles gets it to go, and she's fouled. Jonquel Jones will pick up the personal.
And Coach Reed talked about this in shoot around. The emphasis of if Jonquel Jones has to come up out of the paint, she's at a disadvantage here, especially against Miles, who can attack the paint so strongly. And you see the passion in which she plays for and the reaction. She's starting to ground herself in this game, heating up, knowing when to attack and when to pass the ball. That's what makes her so dangerous. I mean, you talk about a rookie who is 10th in points per game this season. She can fill it up scoring too.
Miles and McBride lead the Lynx 8 points apiece. Top of the key, kaboom for Ionescu.
Ionescu has looked so free-flowing out there. Nothing has looked forced. It's been within the offense. She's got her feet under her. Her teammates are just finding her at the right time.
Nice bullet feed inside to Coffey, and then a better pass from Coffey to Kosu. Great ball movement by the Lynx there.
How about the pass from Miles? Kind of spit back to the other side of the goal. Have some finesse on that pass. And then the extra pass to find Olari Kosu.
Stewie no good on that triple. Liberty still clinging to that 1-point lead as Pauline Astier getting set to check back in. And Jonquel Jones gonna get called for her second foul.
I don't know, y'all. Sabrina being able to knock down the 3 at the high clip. She is settling in, looking to be back to full strength. And Coach DeMarco talked about it in the pregame, said that I think the Commissioner Cup's final is where she looked comfortable for a full game. And it showed. She was in complete control in all facets. Getting herself involved on the offense, playmaking for others. She just looked great.
Just want to correct myself. I said the Lynx never led. They did have a 4-2 lead. So if they do take the lead here, it'll be their first lead since it was 4-2 Minnesota. Oh, it's 40-39 Minnesota. They are up by 1, so that is their first lead since they were up 4-2. My apologies. Just over 5 minutes to play here. Brianna Stewart started 7 of 7 from the field. That 3 that she just missed on the last trip down was her first miss of the game. 16 points in the first quarter. And let's get more from Steph.
Yeah, you guys were talking about Sabrina. She was asked after shoot-around today if she felt a sense of relief after Tuesday's game. She said, "I never panicked because I knew it would come." She said, "I didn't do anything different, just played my game, found my rhythm." But she did bring up the inconsistencies in this lineup, saying there have been a lot of moving parts, and she's been trying to build chemistry with a player she hasn't really played with yet, talking about Pauline Astier. She said, "I know we'd go game by game, chip away, and at one point it was just going to be, okay, we know how to do this now." So she wasn't worried, but she did say it was exciting to finally be able to do it.
Thanks, Steph. Antonia Dallaire misses that 3. And I'll tell you something, when those two are on the floor, as Astier gets right to the cup and lays it in.
And you saw Coffee talking to the official because she's arguing that JJ had the post up and displaced her out of bounds. She acted as a screen there for Astier to take it to the cup. But Jones doing a nice job of posting up inside, making herself available, created that lane for Astier.
To Steph's point, we know the depth of this New York Liberty team, but there was a marked difference when Sab and Astier were on the floor together as Miles gets right behind JJ and lays it up and in.
A little old school out of bounds play. Nobody on their P's and Q's for the Liberty, and Miles just steps in and gets the pass back.
Stewie legs into it from the corner, no good. Liberty up by 1 with 4:20 to play here in the first half. Phoebish and Miles. Miles into the paint, causing so much havoc, and gets Dallaire a wide open look from the corner, and she connects.
When you're a player that's as aggressive as Miles, she just keeps her dribble alive. They send 3 jerseys at her, look discombobulated, but passed out to her teammate for a wide open 3.
Jonquel Jones 0 for 4 from 3 in the Commissioner's Cup Championship, but she's good on her first attempt here tonight, and it seesaws the Liberty back out in front.
When Jones is knocking down 3s, it opens up so many possibilities for the Liberty. The versatility of this team.
Coffee stops, pops, and drops right in the paint. You know, we always talk about when we do Liberty games as that pass is errant there from Stewart. As Coffee goes right in, can't get it to go with the left. Caldwell flies in, it'll be Liberty ball.
Well, Coach Reeve has talked about Nia Coffey and what she's done for this team. 9 points a game, 6 rebounds, said that she has been fantastic on both ends. She had 9 points and 8 rebounds against the wing. She just does all those little things and putting up career numbers.
Phoebish, the hot streak doesn't continue there, but JJ with the rebound puts it up and in, and she's fouled by Natasha Howard.
Really nice job from Jones, not giving up on the play here. Monstrous rebound. Snatch it down with one hand. And when JJ starts talking a little bit, talking to herself, amping herself up, that's how you know she's locked in, engaged in this one.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because after she hit that 3, she was down here in the paint nodding her head.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the other team could be in a little bit of predicament. Miles, oh, she swatted back, but gets it to Coffey, stays with the play, and now Stewie, oh, and an elbow comes up. That is an elbow coming out.
She moved her elbows multiple ways, trying to clear out space. It wasn't a natural fluid motion, basketball motion in the pivot. And so I think it was an offensive foul, but it wasn't upgraded there, just a basketball play.
And let's go to Steph. She was in the Lynx huddle during the break. Steph.
They were checking Olivia Miles. They checked her mouth. I didn't see any blood, neither did they. And they said, I saw Olivia say, I'm okay. And then Cheryl Reeves said, yeah, that's an offensive foul.
Thank you, Steph. Liberty back on offense. 4 to shoot here for Astier, trying to get around Miles, and puts it up and in. The body movement by Astier, nasty.
The body control, perfection. And I've been impressed with the Liberty and how poised they've been as the shot clock goes down. They're in not a favorable stance offensively.
Good ball movement there by the Lynx, but Natasha Howard having a rough time in the painted area tonight. Another miss at point-blank range for Howard. Phoebish using that screen, and a foul as Phoebish hits that, no basket. Be a foul on Dallaire. So Jonquel Jones at the line to shoot 2. Dom, you mentioned the rebounds. She has the most rebounds in Commissioner's Cup Championship history with 47 after her 9-point and 9-board game Tuesday against the Aces. And now a quick word from State Farm.
You know who puts in the work like you, Caitlin? State Farm. They help you get coverage that fits your life and budget.
That guy puts in the work, too.
Yeah, I know. Gary and I are real tight.
It's Greg.
Oh.
Jonquel Jones, good on 1 of 2 as we are back to action here. 90 seconds left in the first half. Miles turns on the Jets, but then runs into Jonquel Jones.
I think she made that shot a little bit more difficult than she needed to.
5 on 4. Phoebish tries the other side and connects.
Liberty really making the Lynx pay when they're down a man. Slow to get back. The decisiveness has been great for them offensively.
9-2 run for the Liberty as Courtney Williams stops the 9-0 run.
Well, the Lynx been hanging around here. That's the 8th offensive board for the Lynx. They have 13 second chance points. That has been the good bulk of their offense here tonight.
Stewie misses on that baby hook, gets her own rebound, and then fouled by Natasha Howard time and time again. We've talked about Breanna Stewart calling Liberty games and how she knows how to get to the free throw line. And she does it once again here, Dom.
Well, she's just so smart. The high basketball IQ always on display here. Knows when a defender is hugging her, brushing up against her, knows when she can get the whistle. An integral part of her game is getting to the free throw line. And she does it fantastically all season long. 3rd in the league, shooting 7 free throws a game.
And what about the MVP conversation? Asia Wilson's hurt, didn't play in the Cup Championship. Yep. She has the inside track, but Stewie is right on her tail.
She's creeping in there. She's creeping in there, and as we know, and all the listeners know, this is the Asia Wilson, Breanna Stewart league when it comes to MVPs.
Here's Howard. Now Williams goes around Jones. Still probing. Caldwell, 5 to shoot. Kicks it out. Blocked by Sabrina Ionescu on Nia Coffey. Liberty could hold for 1 as Ionescu hits the deck, and now a reset. Great teamwork there by the Liberty. See if they can capitalize. Ionescu, Jones, extra. Astier, off the window and in. 1.4 left. Williams at the buzzer, no good. The New York Liberty. We're down. Lynx are leading the WNBA in opponent field goal percentage at 39.4%, and right now the Liberty are near 65% from the field. It's been a clinic from the field for New York. Extra feed, Breanna Stewart is good for 3.
Set me up exactly for the point I wanted to make, Chris. The ball has been moving faster than defense. They kind of love the defense to sleep on that left side of the court and then quick swing, quick swing. That's how they're able to get the 3 ball to fall.
Williams takes the contested 3 with Phoebish playing defense right there. Astier resets, top of the key. Coffey on her. This is the Liberty's largest lead. Can they add to it? Stewie draws a double. And a travel called on Stewie as McBride and Williams collide.
16 assists for the New York Liberty. You see Sab operating over here, but just swings it. Phoebus knows exactly where to go with the basketball because they still entrust in Breanna Stewart to knock down the three. And she's shot ready. Teams are going to keep giving her that because you look at the numbers. She's having these back-to-back down years shooting the three, but man, she's still pulling it with confidence.
Stewie now 8 of 11 from the field as Miles takes a long one. Doesn't go, and Jonquel Jones with another rip. She's got 9 to go along with her 11 points. Liberty, very methodical. Phoebus, no good there from the wing. Her spot's the corner. That one looked like it was online, just rimmed in and out. Here's Coffey. Hers does the same. Halfway down and pops out as Stewie. Little point forward action, goes right at Miles, kicks out, extra feed, another extra. Astier, mismatch. Couldn't get around Howard. Good defense there by Natasha Howard. 7 to shoot. Stewie got it taken away by Miles for a second, then puts it up and in.
You know, Stewart just showcasing the IQ, had Miles on her that first initial, but didn't get the shot that she wanted. And then as they moved the perimeter route, the Lynx never recovered. They kept Olivia Miles on Breanna Stewart. That's an easy mismatch in the middle of the paint.
Liberty with a 15-point lead until that shot drops by McBride. It is now down to 12. Astier, nice move around Miles, gets it to JJ, thought about it, now steps back, takes the three. Off the front of the rim, Lynx back in business. Almost an errant pass there by McBride, but Howard was able to corral and sets up Miles for a midi, no good. Williams is there for the scraps and puts it in.
Just takes it away, the extra effort, never giving up on the play. And again, we talk about the second looks that the Lynx have been able to have here. It's why they're hanging around after Liberty's been getting stops.
15 second chance points already here at the start of the third, and the Lynx are averaging just over 14 per game. Phoebus, corner pop, no good, a little short on that one. Williams pushes pace, gets to the paint, that's her spot, and she hits. And a timeout for Chris DeMarco after that 7-0 spurt. Courtney Williams with 11 in this game. Here's Ionescu, pulls from the top of the key, no good off the side of the rim. Astier couldn't get to it.
And here's where I think shot selection is going to come into play for the Liberty, because when they have these extended leads and they let teams creep back in, it's the composure, the shot selection, and the discipline. You don't need to shoot contested shots. You want to continue to have that ball move you had in the first half.
Catch and shoot three, no good from McBride. 10th rebound for JJ, and then Miles takes it right away from Astier. Gets right in the breadbasket and steals the bread. It was almost out of the Matrix right there.
Well, she is so flashy with the basketball.
Mr. Anderson. Ionescu with a second chance after that miss. Goes up against Williams, gets stopped, puts it up, and puts it in. Strong move by Ionescu.
Ionescu with the ball in her hands, back-to-back times in that possession. After the missed three, didn't settle, got to the rack, and then getting the defensive stop.
Turnover, here's Stewie with the lead from Phoebus, and it's good, and a timeout by Cheryl Reeve. Liberty have built it back. Play here in the third quarter, so glad you could join us here on this Friday night in New York City, July 3rd, day before our country's 250th birthday. And what a way to celebrate with two of the top teams in the WNBA going at it here in New York City. That foul is on Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, Sab got caught up, was trying to show out on the shooter and had to backtrack into the paint, found herself in bad positioning inside as Howard posted her up. Ball went into her immediately. Couldn't do anything but foul on that possession.
Her first personal of the game as Astier checks out. The French connection checked each other in and out there as Johannes enters the game for Astier. Five to shoot here for Williams. Phoebish with the active hands. Cookies for Phoebish. Let's see if the Liberty could add the milk. Oh, no. Can't cry over spilt milk, though. Have to play on.
And you see both of them going to each other, dapping them up, because Jones can't believe that pass just slipped through the fingers.
When you get those cookies, you have to go to the fridge and get that milk. Good defense once again here by New York. Oh, great look inside from Miles to Williams, but she couldn't finish. You have to have your head on a swivel when Olivia Miles has the ball. Here's Phoebish. Can't get that to go. Weak side board, tapped out of bounds. It's gonna go to Minnesota here. Just over 4 minutes to play as Antonia Dallaire comes back into the game. Rookie out of Belgium, 31 years of age. First season in the WNBA, she was signed as an unrestricted free agent on April 12th. Liberty showing a zone look here, confusing the Lynx a little bit. It leads to a turnover. Bullet pass up for Stewie from Sabrina. What a look! And Sabrina was cheesing back here in the other painted area. More zone. This time they beat it as Howard lays it in over Jonquel Jones.
You know, it's such an interesting thing talking to Coach Reeve and shoot around, right? How she says that because they throw so many different defenses at you, the Liberty have turned on the zone. They have a random trap here or there. She said it was hard to prepare for them because, you know, she had Olivia Miles out there, the rookie, saying, you know, is this where they're going to be? Is this where they? She said, I don't know. Because they switch up their defenses so much, and the Lynx have had to adjust, and so far been struggling here in this quarter.
That was great hustle by Brianna Stewart to contest that three by McBride, but even better hustle by McBride to get to that loose ball after that miss to cut the lead back down to 10. As Phoebish is denied by Coffey. That is some ice cold brew right there.
She's like an outside hitter on that rejection. The volleyball block coming across, help defense with the left hand. Nia Coffey erases that shot.
Since she came into the league, there was a quote from her coach at Northwestern that stood out, Joe McEwen. He said, every player likes to win. As Stewie gets that to go, great players hate to lose. And that's how he described Nia Coffey.
And again here,
oh, sorry, Dom,
and
go
again
ahead.
here, you can see another defensive look for the Liberties. They come down in the half court, and you can see them giving Miles the three-pointer.
16 points for Brianna Stewart in the first quarter. 2 points in the second quarter, 11 so far here in the third as Dallaire gets that three to go down, and the lead is down to 9.
Well, Dallaire getting some minutes here. Terrific shooter, shooting at 46%.
That was a great lead pass from Sabrina to Maureen Johannes, but she airmails it to Phoebish. Another turnover here from New York. They're 13th. And so far, it's led to 13 Lynx points. As Dom mentioned, the Lynx are making their money. Points off of turnovers and second chance points combined, 33 points there for Minnesota.
Well, as we know, #1 defensive rating in the league, #1 at points off of turnovers as well with 19.
Miles misses on that wing three. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Got to give credit to this officiating crew as well. They are letting them play here tonight in Brooklyn. Ionescu can't get that to go, but she'll head to the line for 2. And you have to love that. Tim Green, Gerda Gatling, and Genesis Perrimon are letting these two teams play, because these fans here tonight and the fans all over the country watching are getting to see two of the top teams get after it. WNBA League Pass gives you a courtside seat every week. Stream live games from across the league all season long. Scan the QR code to subscribe now for $39.99 a year and press play on the WNBA. And you'll see great games like this on a nightly basis. You won't be sorry. Great defense there as Hahn gets in the way. Now Ionescu on the break, goes up and she's blocked, but fouled by Olivia Miles. Great hustle by the rookie. Do you think that was a foul?
No, it looked like Sav might have said something to Olivia Miles after that. Body on the shoulder for Olivia Miles, but it looked like she said something to Sav, and then Sav said something back, clapping it up, getting herself into this game. You know, everyone has talked about Olivia Miles, and part of her game is talking, being confident out there on the floor. And there are times where we see the veterans kind of take it to the rookie because she plays with so much confidence. She holds her own out there, and you can see her jawing a little bit to Sabrina as she gets to the line. Makes her pay.
And guess what? If you're confident and you could back it up,
hey,
talk as much as you want.
At all. I'm not mad at it.
And the league needs more of it. Kosu is denied by Hahn. The long arm of the law in the paint, and it goes off Kosu, and it's Liberty ball.
Long arms of Han Shu. This is her area of growth this season. Just being able to move her feet as Olari Kosu attacks her. The long stretch arms of Han Shu makes her pay.
It's a block party on 4th of July weekend here at Barclays Center. Stewie overcooked that one a little. And here comes McBride, streaking to the hoop, can't get it to go. Phoebus came over, and now a tie-up. It'll be a jump between Howard and Hahn. We talked about the depth of this New York Liberty team, and it is showing here tonight in Brooklyn against the top team in the WNBA.
Well, Han Shu, fan favorite, and fans got on their feet seeing her hustle for this jump ball.
And she gets the tip and a whistle. That was tipped, though, by another player, as this Genesis Perrymont is telling Gerda Gatling that another player deflected that, so Hahn could grab that ball. Great work again by this officiating crew.
Yeah, nice job coming over to correct her, because that got tapped by Sabrina into the hands of Han Shu.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Goes for the teams playing and also the officiating crew as well. Sabrina gets space, can't hit the three. Hahn right there and lays it in. What hustle on the baseline by Han Solo.
Oh, reverse leg. Han Solo, I like that.
Miles gets to the cup and puts it in. Strong take by the rookie, and she comes up a little gimpy.
Just tremendous body control. When she gets into the paint, you come over to contest, and she can double pump it.
Ionescu again, wing three, no good. As McBride hit the deck, shot at the horn is no good by DeLay. Lynx down by 13. They did trail the Mystics on June 24th by 12 in the fourth quarter. Came back and won that game. This team is never out of a game.
Never. And we know the New York Liberty have still been trying to figure out how to put together complete games. Multiple teams able to come back in the fourth.
Caldwell, cold from the wing.
She's a great three-point shooter and stepping into it. And again, it's a 10-point game right now. Lynx within reach. They're going to keep throwing things at you defensively and keep executing on offense.
Caldwell's first bucket of the game, shooting 41% from downtown this season. Ionescu Can't get that one to go from the wing, just a little bit off as Miles comes up limping yet again. It seems to be okay. Her and Kosu working at the top of the key, and another block by Han. Great body movement and those long arms. Couldn't get that one. Ball volleyballed once again. It'll stay here with Minnesota with 14 on the shot clock as Miles is now limping off the floor.
It looked like a few possessions ago, Olivia Miles tried to fight through that. Going to the basket, came away limping, and then this time has to sit.
Williams calls for the screen, gets tied up, and now a whistle away from the play. Phoebish is going to pick up another personal. That's her fourth.
Well, what makes the Minnesota Lynx so good offensively is the spacing that they're able to have on the offensive end, and the Liberty have just minimized it. They've made them start their offense far beyond the perimeter. The long passes, they've had the turnovers, the takeaways, and because of the length of the New York Liberty, they've been able to shrink these passing lanes. They haven't been able to get into their pick and roll offense cleanly.
Close out by Ionescu, gets to Dallaire, alters that, and here's Stewart grabbing that weak side board. Stewie came back in for Han, who in 8 minutes had 5 points and 2 blocks. Big time factor, both ends of the floor. 5 to shoot, nice look inside, JJ to Phoebish. What a look by Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, Dallaire on the backside and just lost sight of who she was guarding. Was looking at the top of the key, turned her head, and Phoebish was able to sneak back door.
JJ is getting a little flirtatious with a triple-double here. She's got 11, 10, and 5. Dallaire, no good on that. Whistle away from the play. And an offensive foul on Natasha Howard.
5th assist from Jonquel Jones, just right over the top of the defense. And we've talked about Minnesota and how they have a smaller lineup as compared to the Liberty. And that was a perfect example of it. JJ able to throw right over the top to a cutting 6'4" Leonie Phoebish.
Howard picks up her 4th foul. And Kayla McBride comes back into the game for Dallaire. Astier goes right around her, puts it up high off the glass, doesn't get it to go, but she'll head to the free throw line. How about this, Dom? They scored 19 points, did the Liberty, in that third quarter. 17 of those points. Stewart 11, Ionescu 6, Han 2.
Goodness. When Sab and Stewie clicking on all cylinders, this is a scary team. And we talked about them being shorthanded. I mean, they don't have Satu Sabali here tonight as well, still out for concussion protocol. But the depth of this team, the starting lineup, and then you have Han Shugan come in and give you more length and a burst of offense from her as well.
As we took a look at Sabali there, still working her way back from concussion-like symptoms. Good hands there by Astier. Liberty once again back in a zone look. Howard can't get the bunny to go again, and Jones with another rebound, her 14th.
When I look at how the defense, as JJ lines up a 3.
That is the largest lead for the New York Liberty tonight.
A little bit in the 4th quarter, and they minimized the run. Saw them do on the win, the Atlanta Dream, kind of let them back in that 4th quarter as well, too. They've done that throughout the season. So putting together a complete game is keeping their foot on the gas and completely playing with that defensive intensity that they've played all 3 quarters this game.
And right out of the jump, right out of the timeout, Courtney Williams cuts into the lead. Leatu King, her first appearance in tonight's game. For Cheryl Reed, good ball movement by the Liberty, leads to the Astier. Straight to the cup and in with the left.
The way she turns her shoulders is what makes it so hard to contest her layups when she gets into the paint. She turns her shoulders back so the defense just blows by. She turns on the Jets in the paint.
We've seen it time and time again, and we've seen that as well. Kayla McBride with daggers from the outside.
One of the best three-point shooters in the league, Kayla McBride. And they're trying to get this three ball going. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of attempts, but they have the #1 three-point percentage in the league at 37%.
Nice look. Astier to Stewie, and a strong move by Stewart. Puts it up and puts it in, and she goes for three the old-fashioned way.
How did Astier smuggle that pass in? Exactly what it looked like. Just sneaky with it. Just smuggles it in there. Two-handed pass and concentration on the catch from Breanna Stewart. And then Pauline Astier, the finishing ability on display once again.
Stewie, you kind of did a little foreshadowing, movie business term in the first half. Is it that kind of night?
Yeah.
Well, it's a season-high 32 points for Breanna Stewart, but Courtney Williams right back with the answer.
Man, it really felt that way for Breanna. And, you know, it's funny. Everyone's been asking and talking to her about, you know, the top 50 rankings that came out, and they had Breanna Stewart at #5 in the league. And she said that, I feel like everyone looks at me as an underrated player, undervalued.
How's that for undervalued and underrated? 34 and counting.
It's always interesting to see how players respond to all-star starters, to, you know, lists that come out, how they kind of get up for that and take offense to it. I think Jonquel Jones is another example of it. She's having an all-star season.
Liberty defense once again collapsing in the paint, and another miss at point-blank range for the Lynx, and it leads to a Chris DeMarco timeout, a reset timeout. And if you're a new fan of the WNBA, each team gets a reset timeout, so they could advance it past half court. DeMarco wanted a reset timeout, but the officials are telling him he cannot take the reset timeout. So it's a full time. Liberty break the press, and Breanna Stewart brings it back out to reset. Veteran move there. No need to hurry. Inside to JJ, mismatch on Williams. Stewie noticed it, couldn't get it to go. Second chance opportunity, reset. Here's Stewart, back to Ionescu. Inside to Stewie, great feed, can't get it to go. Can't get the tip back either. What peepers there by Ionescu.
The passing was excellent on both plays. Rolling to the basket, just couldn't get the layup to go.
Another great pass. These two teams at the top of the league in assists. The Liberty lead in assist percentage.
Well, now the urgency from Minnesota, right? They're turning on the full court press. They're picking up full. They're trying to speed up Liberty, who is a turnover-prone team, to see what they can get out of it.
14-point lead. Astier gets it out to Ionescu. Tried to get inside the defense, taken away by Williams. Astier back. Williams kicks it out. McBride, catch and shoot, no good. A little overcooked. King there for the weak side board and putback.
You can see Williams' reaction, just trying to hype herself up. I thought that was great patience to find McBride, because she just waited a beat once she got in the paint to find her for the three ball. But King there to reap the rewards. They had 14 offensive rebounds in this game.
7 to shoot as that pass knocked out of bounds.
Well, now Liberty's got to shrink the passing lanes.
Hey, coming up after we finish here in New York, stay tuned for the post-game break presented by Toyota, Zena, Megan, and Autumn in our Atlanta studios. Inside to Phoebish, lays it up and in.
Did you switch hands in the air?
I think she did.
Shot.
The ambidextrous Phoebish gets another deuce. She's up to 10 points. She's in double digits. And King gets her 4th point. All 5 Liberty starters in double digits, led by Stewie's 34. skip pass to Jones. Working on Kosu. Extra feed to Ionescu. Little off there on the 3. Tried to beat the shot clock. 2:24 left. How about this, Dom? The largest deficit the Lynx faced this season was June 13th in their only road loss of the season to the Las Vegas Aces. They were down 15 in that one. The Liberty have eclipsed that tonight. Their largest lead was 17.
I mean, this is a game that is circled on the calendar. Talks about how good the Liberty have been this season, even shorthanded, not fully healthy. But they knew facing the Minnesota Lynx on their home floor was going to be a test of what they can do. And coming off a Commissioner's Cup championship, Brianna Stewart said it. We're just learning how to build on these wins.
And Jonquel Jones said it after one of their recent losses as Stewie goes up and she'll head to the free throw line. But JJ said you have to play with heart. Now a quick word from State Farm.
You know who puts in the work like you, Caitlin? State Farm. They help you get the coverage that fits your life and budget. Speaking of work, I haven't taken a game off in almost 20 years.
You got somewhere else to go?
Maybe. No.
Talking about JJ before that short break there, and she said you have to play with heart. She added an expletive. I won't repeat that, not for TV. But the only way you could say things like that post-game after a loss is if you lead by example, and she's done that all season long, not to mention since that loss.
Absolutely, and she said a big part of that leading by example, right? I can't harp on what other players have to do unless I'm in control of what I'm putting out there on the floor. And leading by example is exactly what she does, and wants to continue to lead this team vocally, just physically, mentally, in all facets when she's out there on the floor. And she said a big part of leading by example is just telling them what's going on out there, where to be to receive the ball. And she's just continuing to educate her team, telling them what reads to make and getting them up to speed so they can be a collective unit.
Kosu lays it up and in around Astier. Just over a minute to play here. Liberty up by 12, led by as many as 17. Largest deficit the Lynx have faced this season. How about Jonquel Jones for the All-Star reserves?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Phoebish, corner pop is good. 3-ball, corner pocket for Phoebish.
She has been on fire as of late.
McBride can't get that to go. Jones tried to get her 16th rebound, couldn't corral it. Work back to Kosu, she comes out. Now King. Around JJ, step back is good for King. Great move there in the post by King.
Well, King was on that developmental contract and got a standard contract. Much deserved, has great upside for this team.
Liberty will just dribble out the shot clock here. 2-second differential. Shot clock and game clock up by a baker's dozen. Liberty and Lynx will remain the only two teams in the WNBA to not allow 100 points in a game. Liberty came so close to hitting that mark, but they will fall short as the Lynx will just inbound it here. And the game will come to a close. Brianna Stewart, a season high, 36 points.
All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching and supporting the channel. For those subscribers who have already seen and made the move to receive your free gift for liking and subscribing to support our channel, feel free to click to skip and begin watching the next great video. And so to get the free gift that we mentioned it to you, which is your selection of one of these 21 fantastic digital guides or manuals shown on the screen. And I have personally reviewed several of them just to get an idea of whether they are quality or just fluff. And I tell you guys, they really have gone the distance and made each of them relevant, useful, valuable information on all these different subjects, and some of them are nearly 35 pages long and packed with truths, proven, tested techniques, and advice. And you will see for yourself that $19 to $27 really is a fair value range for the one you will select for free. And so we need you to simply follow these simple steps. Click the like button on this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure the subscribe or follow button is clicked now, or some of you clicked it earlier, that's fine. And then in the comments section, simply type the word GIFT, 4 letters, G-I-F-T. And once you've done that, you can click the link in the bio or description, or you can type the link and go to gift.3z3.me. Oh, that's G-I-F-T dot, the number 3, the letter Z, and the number 3.me. That's gift.3z3.me. And this free gift is being provided today by the sponsor of this video, AIContentCreator.app. And if you click on the link, you'll be taken to the site. And there will be a blue button that is highlighted there for you. And the way it works is very simple. They support our channel and provide for you this free gift when you like, subscribe, or follow and type GIFT in the comments, which helps our channel with the algorithms. And then their hope is that you will see something you like, or you will fall in love with any of their products and services that you see there. And also because they're having a super 80% off promotion right now. Again, no purchase required and no hoops to jump through. Their AI bot will simply verify that you actually did perform the like, the subscribe, or follow to our channel, and that you typed the word GIFT in the comments. And if you like anything you see there, they will in turn provide a small commission to us to help support our channel. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you at another video on our channel. And always remember, whether it's a basketball game that's tight until the end, a great tennis match comeback, an overtime win, or exciting ending in football, a boxing match against all odds, a track runner who fell but never gave up to get the win, an amazing goal kick in soccer, just know and rest assured that we keep a sharp eye focused on finding for you only the sports highlights that are competitions, games, or battles among the best of the day, week, or beyond. So, if you find it on our channel, you know it's HWW approved, because you can be sure that it's a highlight worth watching. See you next time, and God bless.